Hey guys, before we get started with the video, I wanted to mention that I just launched NajarOffroad.com. So I'm going to be selling some clothing, some accessories for your Jeep, stuff like that. Jet tags, air fresheners. This shirt right here, this is the back, that's what it looks like. I will also have a monthly subscription for $35 plus shipping. That saves you a lot more money than buying everything individually. So I hope you guys check it out. Again, NajarOffroad.com. Let me know what you guys think. Hey guys, what is going on? We are finally going to work on finishing the seats. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you remember, I installed these Corbeau seats. They're a little bit dirty. So I noticed on the red, it's really dirty really quick. So I'm going to clean it up today too. It looks worse on camera. Wow. Anyways, we're going to install the side covers for this piece here. It's been dangling the whole time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it up. See how I can mount this so it's, you know, stuck up there instead of just dangling like that. So one thing I do want is for this line up here to match along the seat right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, and the length I want it about from, you know, corner up here to about the end of this right there. And then I think this is too long, so I might have to cut some from the bottom, but let's go ahead and try it out. So we're gonna go ahead and use this Milwaukee multi-tool, and I'm going to cut it about here, and then I'm gonna stick it in there and see how much length on this side I need to fit in the seat perfectly. So these seats actually come with the cover for this. I have it at home, but here I cut the side piece off, so I want it about that length there to the edge there. And over here, honestly, I think that might be pretty decent. So the next step is, it's too high, obviously. I want this, you know, down there parallel with the seat. So the next step is gonna be cutting the bottom a bit, just so that it kind of like straightens out. And you guys know Milwaukee everything, so we're gonna go ahead and draw a line and then cut it and then see how it fits. The front is good right there, but the back end still needs to be cut down a lot more, just so I can make this, you know, a little bit straighter. All right, so it's looking a lot better now. It's still too high though, for my liking. So I marked down here and there, and I'm gonna cut about 1/2 inch and then see how that sits. So I kind of did mess up on this side. I think I cut too much there. I should have gone straight instead to cover that up. But I mean, for the most part, it's looking good. I'm going to have to make a mount from this screw here to that bolt there. I'm gonna make a little mount, that way we can actually attach it. But I mean, that looks way better. To actually attach this in place, what I am going to do is, I bought this bracket here. I gotta do it best, which is, I think this is for like 2x4s, I don't know. Anyways, what my plan is, from this bolt hole here, I got this screw here, which is super long, but I cut it to size. And then, so I only bought one for the front. I might need to add one in the back too, but I think just with the front, it should be good enough. So I placed the bracket kind of where I need to on the car, and the hole that I'm gonna use is this top one here, make it a little bigger for the screw to fit in. And then for the bolt that holds down the seat, it's in between these 3 holes here. So I'm gonna make the hole right here. All right, so I took the bolt out, and this thing is just gonna sit right there. All right, so we got the bracket mounted on, and the good thing about these is that they're pretty easy to bend, so that's actually really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these screws down here, and then you see how this one lines up right there with the top hole. It'll hold it in place, and that should be good to go. Look at this, Chris actually pointed it out. It says 01, 09, 04. So this plastic is pretty damn old. And for the nut, I used the type that actually locked in place, so you can just tighten it from this side. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Now, it's kind of like pointed out towards the door, so I can actually bend it in, and that should be good. So I noticed that the back end, it is loose, so I think I'm gonna eventually make another bracket for this hole here that goes to the bolt back there, just to hold it a little bit better. But for now, I mean, that's actually really good. So that's what it looks like right now. I think I'm gonna paint these black because the brown kind of stands out too much. I think if it was black, it would just fit in better. There is a gap up here that at least it's holding this, which was my concern. That way it's not just dangling on the floor. But yeah, look at that. What do you guys think? Should I paint these black? On the driver's side, here's what it looks like. I cut too much on the back end, so I think I'm gonna go pick up another one of these pieces at the junkyard and extend it. And I also have the plastic pieces for this here, so it'll look all clean. This side looks really good too. It's pretty tight on there. What do you guys think? So since the seats are dirty, I'm gonna go ahead and clean them now. I got this wet rag, and I'm gonna just wipe it down first with the wet rag. I honestly think I'm gonna paint this red black just because it gets so dirty pretty quick. So if I paint it black, it'll be a lot easier to clean up. The next thing I'm gonna use is this super clean foaming spray. If you guys want a giveaway for some super clean, let me know in the comments. This stuff works really well. I've been using it for a while now, so I'm gonna spray it on the seats, and let's get this cleaned up. Now that it's on there pretty good, I'm gonna take a brush and just scrub it. I'm gonna spray it one more time, scrub it again, and then I'll wipe it off. So that's looking a whole lot better. Now I just have to wait for it to dry so we can tell how clean